Hey, hi guys, it's Hazley, and holy shit, it's been a while. Quick explanation on why I haven't posted in 2 years. I'm a dumbass. Well, the first allegation is true, but to be more precise, I was working my ass off to get in a good college during my senior year of high school. And, well, it paid off. For those who are curious, I'm doing business as my major, and if you'd like to know more about my choice, let me know because I might make a video about it. Um, right now I'm on my second year of college, and I finally figured out my shit, so I could maybe start getting back on track with my YouTube content and general content because, to be honest, I haven't been posting on Twitter nor Instagram for a while. Now, finally onto the illustration. The old version was made before COVID was a thing. Can you believe that existed? I'm confused myself. The first thing I wanted to adjust was the composition. The neck was awful and the pose was really unnatural. If you're an uncultured human being, I'm going to give you a little backstory on this character. This is Baby. She's from the Five Nights at Freddy franchise, an animatronic made to basically lure children and murder them. Well, hey, fun! I adapted the robot's design to its human version, and the dollars represent the allure in the children's part. As you may have noticed in the older version, the colors were pretty much like dull. There wasn't any interesting contrasts because the palette of the doll and the human were the same. So, with this coloring process, I really wanted to showcase the game's color palette. I wanted to be a little bit more dark than I usually do. My tones are usually pastel ones, and I really wanted to play with a more dramatic shading. Speaking of shading, if you are confused about the purple that just popped on the screen, um, I basically used the select tool to select the areas that I wanted to shade primarily with the purple before using other colors to make the shading a bit more interesting. And I did that because the brush that I use is custom made. I customized I think the hard airbrush from Procreate to fit my pressure liking and etc. And I find it a bit hard to fill in the exact blocks of color with it, so I prefer to use the selection tool, and I would highly recommend this method. I like to call this process shading 1. In it, I don't think too much about the lighting, besides the purple color. Add blush on the cheeks to make her not look that pale, and other streaks of hair with different colors, etc. etc. And now into my personal favorite, adding the lighting. As I said, I wanted to add a more neon vibe, so I added a multiply layer with a purple all over for the base. Then, to add the primary source of light, and this is gonna sound funny, I added an add layer with the most saturated orange on top. And again, with the selection tool, I felt where the light would have contact with the characters, like the top of her head and nose. I also like to add, to organize actually my layers within the 4 process, which are sketching, line art, primary colors, and shading. I know I do shading 1 and 2, the base and the illumination, but I just put them all together because the contrast is prettier. And I'm just taking an extra layer on top of it all and fixing whatever I think it's not clean enough, whatever I think needs some more rendering, and I tried a lot of different backgrounds with it. As you can see, I really wanted to add Join Us for a Bite, which is a song based on the 5th game, and Babies from the 5th game. So I wanted to add that, but I just couldn't for the life of me figured out where I could put it. The composition, I wasn't really liking it, and I tried to experiment with a lot of settings. Unfortunately, I didn't like any of them, so I kept it simple. I just put the black background and voila. I know I always promise that I'll be back with more content, try to post once a month or twice a month, but I'm not gonna do that because that never ends well for me, but I am gonna try. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any idea for the next video, some content you would like me to put out there, I'd really appreciate if you let in the comments. And as always, follow me on my social media. It helps my growth as an artist and helps me reach more people that might be interested in my style. So thank you all for watching, and bye bye. See you next time.